Hello friends, and hello new friends. There are a ton of you who have joined in the past month or so hi, nice to meet you. If you're so inclined, please feel free to go down in the comments below and introduce yourself and let me know how you came here, what you're here for, what you're interested in. Thank you to everyone who commented on the last video, who told me what it is you like about this channel and gave me lots of love and affirmation, but also told me things that you would like to see because that gives me great ideas. I am always down to hear that. There are things that I will never do, but there are lots of things that I will do or try to find a compromise for. So I am working on all that. So today is Sunday. I have been having a big weekend already. So Friday I took the day off work and I went to Napa with my friend and her sister, and we had a delightful day. If I can figure out a picture, I'll put one here. Having wine tasting and like delicious food and you know, all that stuff. And then yesterday we went to see Hamilton in San Francisco, which was awesome again. And I cried again because I always cry. We had some really good food also. We left super early, so it basically ate up my whole day. Largely because it was Pride weekend and we wanted to make sure that we allowed for traffic and whatever, and also walking traffic because it's Pride weekend. Pride weekend is amazing, by the way. If you guys have never seen that, like, San Francisco is the place to be for that. Anyway, goals for this week are to get the fabric cut out, the fashion fabric finished cutting out. I've cut out all the lining and the interlining. Figure out what I'm gonna do with that weird collar and start sewing. I don't know if I'll finish it this week or not, but we're gonna give it a go. I do have 2 full days of sewing that I can do on Thursday and Friday, although Friday's usually in next week's vlog, so we'll see if it happens this week or in this week's vlog or not. Probably next week, I would imagine, but I do have Thursday that I can sew also. What else? Yeah, so I'm just gonna get cracking here. The room looks pretty okay to get started, so I'm feeling good about that. So I'm just gonna get going here and we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, future me is bursting in on this so that the majority of you see it and putting it at the beginning of the video instead of at the very end, which is where I am physically at right now because it's currently Thursday. Anyway, Kathy has given me a piece of secret information that you only know if you're on the mailing list, which is Foundations Revealed is quietly accepting registration right now. That site is normally closed for registration and it only opens up like 2 or 3 times a year. She's doing one right now, so if you were on the mailing list, you could sneak in. And so I will put the link to what she has in her newsletter down below. And I think that's a newsletter sign up, but it might be a sign up for the site. If it's not a sign up for the site, sign up for the newsletter because the newsletter will tell you when it opens for registration this weekend. So it's going to be short and it's going to be quite a while until she opens it up again. So if you were considering wanting to get in there, and it's worth it. The call I just watched about haute couture techniques and looking inside of Dior dresses and stuff was super fascinating. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can get it with a Foundations Revealed membership. It's absolutely worth the price. So I'm a member, obviously. Anyway, I used to do web production for that site, so I can vouch for the articles. They're very, very helpful. Anyway, I will leave the links below for you, and you guys can go in and sign up for the newsletter / sign up for Foundations Revealed. Little secret tidbit. Back to your regular scheduled programming. Okay, let's talk about mail. I did get some. I showed you guys this All About Silk book last time, and this time I got All About Wool. And this one was brand spanking new. You can tell the difference, like, it's less in the camera, but this one is super yellow. And this one is glowing white. I actually like took the packaging off. These are both out of print, and I should be getting All About Cotton, I think, sometime soon as well. But I had to take the packaging off this one because I bought it new. This one was crazy expensive. I think I paid $180 for this book. Because that's how I am. Because I'm fancy. Anyway, it is actually way bigger than the other book already. Has like a lot of information about wool, gives you places to put your own swatches and notes on different wool samples you have, but goes through each different kind of wool, and then we'll have a swatch here. And this one is so new that it has a flavor packet in the back. And this has all the swatches in it, and you have to basically like go through page by page and tape your own swatches in. So I will do that at some point. right now is not that point because I need to actually sew. Also, I got my new cards. I'm super excited. These are largely for costume college for people I haven't met yet. So the fronts of them have me. People keep asking about Iron Man. This is Iron Man, guys. I will put up a better picture also for you. Like this picture, but bigger for you. This is like I got a professional photographer to take these pictures. But I only got 2 pictures. It's like this and then one of just my face. And then there's an alternate front, which is this one, which is what's on my YouTube channel header bar currently, although I feel like I'll change that often. And then on the back it just has like who I am, it has focus capabilities, so it has who I am and then my YouTube channel and Instagram name. By the way, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, it's costuming_drama on Instagram. Also, please excuse my crazy hand today. I did battle with my kitten this morning, and she fought the evil hand monster, and so now I'm gross. It was fun though. I also got this cool case thing for them, which I can't really open one-handed, but it actually opens up like fully. There we go. Which I think is fun. Anyway, yay mail. I like mail. Okay, I've got an Instagram poll going about this right now, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's the fabric. This is the cream and this is the brown. So this is some brown velvet that I have that I could use for the lapel. Oh, it looks great on here. On Instagram photos, it looks awful. It looks not as chocolatey as it is. Actually, this kind of looks darker and like less, just think of this, I don't know what it looks like on the film, but it looks in my viewfinder really like dark. It is dark, but it's very chocolatey, and this looks more almost black. I'm like, can I rotate in some way that will make it? No, I can't. Okay, cool. So this is the velvet that I could use for the lapels and the cuffs, which I actually kind of like. I think it looks good. It definitely is more chocolatey than it's appearing though. Like that helps some. Like it's more like down here. The other thing is I have a wee bit, and I don't actually know if I have enough, but I have a wee bit of this skirt fabric. Let me just take you all on a wild ride. Of this skirt fabric for Bernadette, from Bernadette. I would have to cut it cross grain. I could have to cut it this way because I think that's the only way it'll fit. Like I don't think I have enough. Wait, maybe I do if I spread it out. Like if I unfold it. Yeah, I could probably do it. So that looks like this with the fabric. I almost think this is too informal, and I almost think this is too formal. So I'm not sure. We'll see. I kind of lean weirdly towards the velvets, but I'm unsure of what I think. I'm like trying to get different angles to see if the lighting changes. You guys are gonna have tons of thoughts, and I will have already cut it out by the time you get to me, so I have a feeling, oh no, do I not have enough? I don't have enough because this isn't, oh, this isn't cut this way. This is the bias here and here, so I can't, there's not wide enough for me to go. I could maybe do it right here. And there is 2 pieces, so yeah, maybe I could cut it that way so the long way goes down. I could cut it right on this, oh, never mind. It's short here. I took her scrap, basically. And you know what's horrible about this whole thing? Oh, this is the front, by the way. She let me cut whatever I wanted off of this. I should have just cut more. She's like, I have tons of this. Cut whatever you want. So this isn't Bernadette being stingy. This is me trying to be polite and not take a ton of her fabric that I didn't know if I would use or not. So I would have to cut it on the cross grain, which would mean these stripes would go this way across my lapel instead of, I would love them to be running down if I was going to use this. So that's not gonna happen. But I'm afraid of what this is gonna photograph like, because it looks so dark here. You can even see the difference in my viewfinder, at least, between this piece looking like almost black and this piece looking more chocolatey. This is more what it looks like. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. So I'm gonna sit on this and think about it for a little bit while I cut out the other pieces. Welcome to Noelle's procrastination hour. I don't even really have that long to sew today and I'm already doing this. Ugh. Anyway, So I was looking at this and I'm like, I kind of hate, I love this hat. I think it's cute, although it's really small. It's gonna look silly on my head, but I'm excited about it anyway. I really hate this bias binding here because the stitching is really obvious. So I might actually use that plaid from Bernadette's skirt and remake a bias binding for this, which sounds crazy on wool, but here we are. Also there's like a row of stitching in here, so I may make a hat band for in here too. I'm not sure, but it's also kind of wobbly, so I'm like, maybe you need more steaming. Yeah, I might like fix this to some extent. Actually just like warming it up in your hands and pushing it makes it fix, so we'll see. Also this like points weird. I don't know why it points like that. Maybe doing some surgery on this tiny hat. It's really tiny. Let me see if I can put it in my head. Like it will be like this. I feel like Laurel and Hardy in this hat though right now as is. But he has a tiny bowler. He has that bowler hat, so that's how it's gonna be. You guys said you wanted work videos of like actual work, even if it was in like a, what the heck is that called? Fast forward situation? Time lapse. Time lapse is the word I'm looking for. Whew. So I'm gonna time lapse this cut. Hope it goes well. Okay, if you hear that crazy noise, that's because my husband is downstairs vacuuming the couch. But I want to keep going, so I want to tell you this thing now while I can, before I have to do something to it. And I also don't want to stop him from vacuuming because I want to encourage this behavior, quite frankly. Okay, so we have a bit of an issue that I think means that I have to scrap some of the lining. So like I cut this awesome Marauders map fabric, right? Except this part from here down is covered by a facing, which like if this thing flaps on the back of my jacket, you'll be able to see, which is cute. And it's cut with this fabric as the facing, so the contrast. The problem is, if this is on there, you will be able to see through it, as you can see. So I can't use this fabric on the back, basically at all, because both back pieces have stuff, like the other one has the pleats that get folded back and forth. And I definitely want this fabric to be showing, but I don't want this. So I basically cut this fabric out in the back for nothing. Rad. I love it when that happens. I mean, I'll put it in my cabbage patch for later, but like, That makes me sad because I spent time cutting it, but also like this fabric is actually way more expensive than the fabric that I'm using. Like this silk I got for like 10 bucks a yard. This I think is like $15 or something at Joann. I'm sure I got a discount on it, but like essentially this fabric is more expensive than that fabric. So I'm like, and I wanted it to be cute, so yeah, I'm only gonna get to replace like basically the front panel and maybe the side with this fabric. And I'm gonna have to use the white one that I already cut out. I'm gonna tear apart that thing. Ugh, I hate this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that then. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. All sorts of things happened during it. Battery died, I took a weird nap, then I went to my friend's dinner, and then I started cutting again. My camera times out at 4 gigabytes of data. I think it's gigabytes of data. Is that right? Must be. So if I'm doing a long video for a long time, it craps out after like 15 minutes basically. So that's why I like stitch together parts of this. Anyway, so now I need to flatline and zigzag edges and do all that kind of stuff so that fraying does not occur and whatever. I'm sure a million people are gonna yell at me about the amount of waste I have in my fabric when I cut. Couple things about that. I have a cabbage patch, but it's definitely for larger pieces. Maybe I should save smaller ones to like stuff bum rolls and stuff with. Like, do you guys shred that before you stick it in your bum roll or what? What do you do with your extra fabric? Leave me comments down below and let me know. Do you guys just toss it? I keep big chunks and then I toss little stuff like you saw me. It's actually really not that much. I mean, this is the totality of what just got cut and thrown away. So it's not really that much. But I'm sure someone's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe you wasted all that. I'm gonna be like, guys, it's poly silk. Like, there's silk in there, but there's also poly in there, and it was 10 bucks a yard, so I'm not that concerned about it. So yeah. Anyway, I need to start doing all the prep work on this guy, which makes me think even more and more it's not gonna get completely done this week, but we'll see. At least in this vlog, maybe by this weekend. Anyway, I'm gonna keep chunking along, and I will let you watch when I can. We are gonna go see Toy Story 4, that I was supposed to go see last weekend that I didn't. We are gonna go see that. We have tickets for 9:30, so that's gonna happen soon. It's currently 8:30, so I have to leave in about a half an hour. And I'm gonna do as much prep stuff as I can here now, and then I will come back either later tonight or tomorrow and do more prep stuff, because I definitely want to have this jacket really well prepped, and like the flat line needs to be done well and in a slow way and with care and not just hack this together. So I'm gonna work on that for a little while. Okay, check back in later. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Today's a short one for me. I only have a little bit of time to sew because I had to take my husband to the airport today. He is off to Maine, where he is from, for the week to visit his mom. It's July 4th week. And his company has full shutdown, which is really nice. I wish my company did that. But I do get Thursday and then Friday off, so I am happy to have what I can have. So I think the bodice will mostly go together on those 2 days. Although I feel like the buttons and stuff are gonna take quite a while, and I gotta figure out if I want to pipe the back or not. I kind of want to pipe it, but I'm not really good at piping yet. But maybe now's the time to learn. So we'll see. What have I done today? I have taken apart the bodice mock-up and I've pulled out the 3 pieces per side, so a total of 6 pieces. I've de-stitched them from each other, and now I need to iron them out and make them nice and pretty. And then I was gonna edge stitch all of the lining pieces today. Well, I'm gonna edge stitch these, and if I'm still going, I will edge stitch some of these. I can't promise that I will get all of that done tonight, because I'm also pretty tired tonight, and I need to practice self-care with the whole car accident, brain healing situation, because I want the brain fog to be gone, and it is much better on days that I like let my brain rest when it wants to. Then I need to flatline, so that's gotta happen, and then I'll be ready to put this all together. Possibly making piping in the middle. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that, because I've only made piping one other time, so still wondering if this is a great idea, but you gotta start somewhere, so it might be here. We'll see. Okay, so it's actually Tuesday, because last time it was Monday and I said Tuesday. Yeah. Anyway, I did get the whites done. Today's goal is to get all of the rest of the lining zigzagged and ready to go. I realize that nobody else does this, and it's an extra step, and I'm just burning time here, but I feel better about it when it's zigzagged. I don't know, it's like a thing my grandma taught me to do, just like always finish your edges so that you don't have to deal with like fraying or whatever, and if you take it apart like 85 times it's not a mess and stuff. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because it is my bodice and I want it to be nice, so that's what's happening. So my goal is just to get these done. I'm bribing myself currently that if I STFU and get off Instagram for like 5 seconds and just do this, because it won't take that long, that I can go watch The Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale? I keep saying Handmaiden, but it's really Handmaid's Tale. Are you guys watching that? Because damn, It's something. Anyway, I'm gonna get this done, knock it out, and then be back tomorrow for hopefully flatlining, and then ready to go Thursday for so. Hey. I'm here with a not so cryptic message to say it's amazing what you can get done when you withhold. Let's not say withhold, that sounds so negative. Bribe yourself with something you really want to do, because I got that done at lightning speed. So, and it's ironed and everything. I'm gonna go watch Handmaid's Tale. If I get motivated, I will come back. If I don't, I will go to sleep. We'll see what happens. Probably I'll sleep. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about where it works for me as far as flatlining, because a couple of people ask me about that occasionally on like Instagram and stuff about flatlining. I learned how to do this from my grandma, and it seems to work out okay. The tips that I got from her are, I use a stitch that's like a 4, so my machine goes up to 5, which I use 5 for basting. So I use like a 4, and I do it like 1/8 of an inch in from wherever my seam line is going to be. And the important tip really is that these are all separate lines. Like I do this line separately from this line, separately from this line. So they're all have thread ends that are cut, so they're completely separate. And I do them individually, and then I like readjust if I need to, if something went wonky. But also, if you note, like it's probably really hard for you guys to see, but I did not sew this shut. And I didn't do this at all. The whole point of this is to get this to be one piece that you can treat as one, but that doesn't mean you have to seal this thing like all the way around. And I find that sealing it all the way around definitely makes a bubble in it. Like, you know, you always get the bubble. I still need to zigzag the edges of this, which I will do very lightly. Yeah, so, I just don't do the end so I don't get the bubble. And then when I iron this, I don't drag my iron that's ironing, I press it. So I'm just pushing down on it and like spreading it out and pushing it so that you don't get any weird bubbling, I guess. I'm not perfect at this. I'm not an expert in this, so like take this with a grain of salt. And you can see I do have like a mistake right here where it like came up, but I don't care. That's like it's on the it's in the seam allowance right now at this point. So, but I guess you can kind of see what I'm getting at, right? So I just go really slow and take my time. So that's how I do it. If you guys have any comments about that, or you have a better way to do it, or you have other ways you do it, put them in the comments below, because that's super helpful to other people to see like how everybody does stuff. Like the thing I love about this vlog channel is that people tell me all the time that it helps them through stuff that they're working on. So, I mean, if we can give each other tips down below in the comments, then I am all for that. Okie dokie, we have 2 sets of pattern pieces that have been flatlined and zigzagged, so they are ready to go. I need to flatline and zigzag these, and then I'm ready to sew. So I should be able to do these tomorrow pretty easily. Flatlining seems like it would be easier on small pieces, but it's actually harder for me for whatever reason. So I did them first. So I think these will go pretty easily, although I'm gonna walk on wood when I say that, because, you know, sewing gods. And also this piece is weird, so that takes a significant amount of pinning, and definitely sew this seam first and like deal with that first and then move on. But we'll see how it goes. We'll find out tomorrow. Hey, it's Wednesday. So I got off work early, and I like at 3. So by the time I got home, it was like 4:30, because I stopped in the parking lot to like text people, and there were shenanigans and whatever. So anyway, I was having every intention of like getting in here and like mad flatlining and getting this stuff knocked out, and then like getting so much done tonight that I actually like basically finish the bodice by tomorrow, except I would have the buttons to do and that would be it, and blah blah blah. And then I played Harry Potter Pokemon for like 3 hours, and then felt sorry for myself because my husband's out of town, and I was hungry, and I was like, I could spend a bunch of time making dinner, or I could go get yakitori. Which one of those do you think happened? yeah, so it's hella late and I'm in here once again. Fortunately, we have very, very small goals for tonight, so me trying to get ahead of it was not gonna happen, but that's okay because I'm still on target. This is what's great about setting the bar low, guys. If you're a master procrastinator, just set small goals. Then you'll feel accomplished. Okay, this is Noelle's strategy. So, I gotta get these 3 flatlined, and then we're golden. Life's good. I might be able to do more than that tonight, I might not, I don't know. I do have 4 solid days of sewing ahead of me in which to take care of making this bodice, and that is all, do you like my all? That I have planned. If I get more done than that, great, but that is what I have planned, and if I get that done in the next weekend, I am pumped. Like, super pumped. Okay, what did I get in the mail today? I got some horsehair braid, which looks suspiciously the right color to be putting on that skirt, huh? That skirt makes me joyous, and I think this would make me even more joyous. So, I've never put on horsehair braid other than taking a class in finishing techniques, like a day workshop kind of situation. Hang on, I'm gonna go into that in just a second. Anyway, so the funny thing is, like, I understand why it's called horsehair braid because it used to be made of horsehair, although it's not really braided either. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, it doesn't look like braided. I don't know why we don't call it something different now. Like, is there actual horsehair braid still in existence? Can I actually buy that? The internet says no. I tried. I was like, oh no, this is fake. I want horsehair braid. This is like nylon. The last one came, guys. So All About Cotton is here. I am going to do book reviews on these guys at some point once I look through them and see how awesome they are. But like, what the heck is duck? It feels like this. Now I'm like, oh, right, okay, cool. What's double knit? Oh, it's stretchy, but like Lycra. These are things I didn't know. I don't deal with stretchy fabrics. This was free, apparently. There's no price on it. Yep, nope. Okay. I think this one was like either $30 or $40 on Amazon. Anyway, these books look amazing. I will review them in my book reviews. You guys have overwhelmingly said yay to book reviews, and I am down with making book reviews, so that's a thing that's gonna go forward. We're gonna like put any new things on hold until after Coco. Maybe until after my trip, because I don't know. I have one month? Yeah, I have 1 month between Coco and when I leave for my trip, and I might be panic sewing because I still have an entire Regency evening gown to do, and hair and wigs and belts and Spencers and hats and all sorts of things to figure out, and you guys have seen how slow I am. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna find out. If I don't get the Regency evening dress done, I will just wear my day dress and everybody can suck it. Don't care. Like, super happy just to be there in some clothes. And from what Kathy has told me about this event, there are all levels of costumer there, so I will not feel out of place if I wear my day dress. I might want to zhuzh it up a little bit, but... Hi, kitty! Do you want to say hi to our friends? Let's say hi to the kitty. Hey, Keanu, you want to come in? Come on, let's go. All the way in. I know you're scared. The door's scary. Come on. Get in or out. In or out. In or out. All right, it's out. Bye. This is my entire life, kids. My entire life. 7 cats. That one in particular, I love him the most. Like, he is the sweetest little baby, but Jesus. Okay, I'm still procrastinating, can you tell? I'm gonna go flatline. I will not come back and video anything else until I'm done. Darn it. Okay. You guys, I'm a rookie. I just made the biggest rookie mistake. See these two that need to get flatlined? That's all I have left to flatline. I'm just gonna show you this and walk away. Stop focusing on my face, you giant jerk. I'm sorry everyone for making you see my creepy Haunted Mansion situation. That is the biggest rookie mistake. I knew I needed more. Okay, I'm gonna find some other brown thread in there and I'm just gonna use it because this is happening today. It's all happening here and now. Determination, truth will out, we will overcome. Okay, so that took like 2 hours. I did end up using what I would like to call grandma thread because I bet you it came from my grandma, which means it's from the 50s or something. I think I'm gonna go through and throw all that away. So, I am glad I had it though, so maybe I'll just keep it for emergencies, but like, oh, I have so much of it and it just seems it's such garbage to sew with. It like jammed up in my machine a bunch and like, do not recommend. I don't even know why it turned to this color. But it did that in other places too, so it's just strange to me. Anyway, everything's all flatlined, everything's ready to go for master sew tomorrow. I guess the only thing that I would need to decide is if I'm piping this. So if I pipe it, I'm gonna pipe, because the back's all brown, and I'll pipe it in that color. So then I have to like relearn how to make piping and stuff tomorrow. Yeah. So my first order of business will be to go to Joann and get more thread. And then I will come home. I think I'm gonna sew the lining first, but maybe not. Maybe I'll sew the jacket first, who knows. I think I'm gonna sew the lining just so I can like maybe try it on again, although my husband's not here to lace me up into my corset. I can get my corset okay tight, but not like tight. So this is gonna be tricky, guys. I'm working on a reduced staff, and like I would call some of my friends to do it, but I live like so far from everyone. It'd be like a half an hour for people to come over. Maybe I can get my friend Sarah to lace me up tomorrow night if I do that guy, the lining. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna think about this. All right, see you guys later. Hi, it's Thursday. Wanna go on a field trip? I'm going to Joann's. Okay, really, this is a test for me to see if I can film in this car or not, and if any weird noises happen, or the air conditioning is too loud, or whatever, like, because I want to film on my way down to costume college and I'm gonna be driving, so. But also, I thought, hey, it's a vlog, and you only ever see me in my sewing room, so let's go out and about together on sewing trip. I was thinking about some things today. Oh, so I was thinking about costume college and wondering which of you guys are going to costume college. There's a whole bunch of new people here since the last time I asked. We are nearing the 2,500 mark on this vlog, which I'm super excited about. It's nice to meet all you new people. Yeah, so I kind of wish at costume college, like on our badges, we could write our like internet handle, because I feel like you guys are all gonna be like, hi, and I'm gonna be like, hi, who are you? And you're gonna be like, we talk all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, right. So like if I could know people by their internet handle, that'd be great. I think I'm gonna start a trend of like putting a sticker on my badge that says what my internet handle is, so that I can be identified. Although it's kind of, so it's weird when you're on YouTube, right? Because like everybody knows what you look like, and I know a lot of people I know from Instagram, but like if you're in your medieval garb with your hair up and stuff, like I'm totally not gonna recognize you. Also, like I know, you know, thousands of people on Instagram, so I'm like, oh, am I gonna be able to keep everybody separate and whatever? I'm like very nervous about that, actually. And as an extrovert, I don't get nervous about social situations very often, which I'm sure all the introverts on this channel are like, ha, see, this is what we go through every time. So I'm nervous that I won't know who's who, and I think that's probably fine. Like honestly, everybody's just trying to muddle along through their lives and get along as best as we can, and if we have to have a minute of like, wait, who are you, then I think that's probably fine. But I am gonna write my channel name on my badge so that everybody knows that's me, obviously. And God, I hope other people do that too, or at least introduce themselves as I'm so-and-so and I'm blah 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 on Instagram, so that I can, or YouTube or whatever, so that I know who you are and I can remember which conversation was which. Yeah, so that's a thing. Like when you have a YouTube channel, I talk to you guys in the comments, and I try to reply back to as many comments as I possibly can, like if there's something to reply to. Sometimes people are like, great vid, and I'm like, But like, you know, if there's a conversation to be had, I'll try to have it. So I'm having like, I don't know, 50, 60 conversations every time in the comments. So anyway, I'm excited about Costume College, and I'm excited to get to meet so many of you guys that I've been talking to online and between YouTube and Instagram, and I think it's going to be super fun this year, which is weird because my Costume College experience is totally, I guess, normal. Probably most people do it this way, but I didn't go the first few years with a crew. Like, I just went by myself. I didn't know anybody, and I just showed up and went to class, and normally I don't wear costumes at Costume College, which is crazy talk, I know, but I actually hate wearing costumes at Costume College, and here's why. So A, I'm there to learn. Like, I just want to take the classes and enjoy and have a good time and like learn stuff, and getting in a corset the whole time is not awesome fun for me. And I mean, it is awesome fun for me, but like trying to like sew with a corset on, I don't want to do that. So I don't wear costumes for sure during class hours. And then secondly, it takes me so long to get ready because like I have to do my hair, and that takes me like 3 or 4 hours to let the curls set because my hair doesn't curl like if I'm gonna curl it. There's not enough time. Like, I think there's like an hour on Friday between the close, like, and I take classes all day. If there's a class to be in, I'm in it. So I get up at 9 and I'm in class till 5. I'm gonna make an exception this year for a couple choice events, but yeah, so I'm in class. So if the ice cream social starts it's not really an ice cream social anymore. Sorry, it used to be called the ice cream social. Now it is just whatever, the Friday night social. I guess that's what it's called. They don't serve ice cream anymore is basically the deal, because ice cream started melting and dripping all over everybody. Well, at least that's what I heard. I don't know. I hear a lot of rumors about Costume College because I like am vaguely near people who are vaguely near the people who run it. So I don't actually know if everything that I hear is true or not. Anyway, so they don't do ice cream anymore. So there's an hour and maybe a half. I think it starts at 6:30. Is that right? I don't know. I'll have to go look. I wish it would start at 7. Like 2 hours is better. It takes me that long to get ready. It just does. And like, especially if I'm gonna put on a bustle dress, and I've got to like round up a friend to help me get dressed because I can't get in my corset and get buttons buttoned and stuff by myself. Like, I'm inept. I need a ladies' maid like nobody's business. I need a ladies' maid, and I have jeans on. So, oh, this is a bumpy freeway. I guess we're gonna see how this video is. Anyway, so yeah, I have to round somebody up who's also probably trying to get ready, right? And so I have to sit there and wait. I have to get my hair done. There's usually makeup involved. Like, there's not enough time. When I got Iron Man ready for a photo shoot one time, I think it took me 4 hours. Like 4 hours to get into that costume because I did my hair and I had to do, like, makeup takes like an hour, you know, because I do the whole thing. I'm not gonna do the whole thing this year. I'm gonna put on enough makeup to look human in a photograph. And that's it. Especially for Watson. But I am bringing Iron Man, and Iron Man has a lot of makeup. And you only get, I think, I don't know, is the red carpet at 7? I think the red carpet's at 7. Maybe it's at 6 though. I don't know. It's just, it's absurd. It's absurd. And I have class till 5. Like, I paid for it limited class on Saturday. And I have to get in Iron Man super fast, and all my friends are also wearing bustle dresses, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's not enough time already. So that's why I don't wear costumes. Okay, we are almost to Joanne. Seatbelt. Safety first, kids. Okay, well, that was my shortest trip to Joanne ever because there was no line when I showed up, which was fantastic. There wasn't even a lady at the counter. She's like, go stand over there. I'm like, okay. So usually I wait in this massive line. Also, can I go on a July 4th rant real quick? Yeah, so I'm upset that Joanne's even open today because it's July 4th. Like, what the F? Like, Also, I was woken up this morning to my trash guys picking up my trash. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, if anything, you guys are government employees, or at least government contractors. Like, why are you working today? Like, it's the 4th of July. Are you gonna pick up my trash on like Thanksgiving Day now? Like, what? This is a national holiday. I don't understand. I'm not in favor. Like, I'm drastically in favor of this country having regulated days off, like bank holidays are in any other country. And I get it that like restaurants and stuff are open, and sometimes some stores are open that are big, like grocery stores or whatever, but like, I don't know, it just seems dumb to have like I mean, I guess it is super America to have freaking 4th of July be a shopping day, but like, honestly, like, no, people shouldn't be working today. It's 4th of July. Like, this is your day off. We don't get actually very many days off in this country as like a federal holiday. Like, I mean, I guess the post office gets it off, but like, I don't know. I'm on a rant. I just don't, I don't understand. I think, no, my gardeners are at my house right now too. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Go away, it's 4th of July. Apparently they want to take tomorrow off so that they get a 3-day weekend, which I can, like, if it's your choice to do that, that's fine. But my gardener guy was like, hey, can we come on the 4th of July? And I was like, okay. I don't know what you do if like people are having barbecues and stuff. And we're back. So now I have what I need, hopefully. I'm gonna start sewing because I really like the lining to be together today by the end of the day. And I think that's perfectly possible. Oh, I actually didn't cut every single thing because I realized I didn't cut the collar, and you guys chose on Instagram to use this stuff, so I'm gonna try to use this stuff. That's my goal. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we're gonna give it our best effort. It would be awesome if my camera would focus. Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna start sewing here, and hopefully everything will be awesome and it will go together easily. And let's just knock on plastic, let's knock on wood. And in true Noelle fashion, I realized that there's a foundations revealed call today, which means I can actually attend it. So I'm gonna try and sew while I attend it. We'll see if that works. You guys may note that I'm sewing this, I don't even know if you can tell, but I'm sewing it from the bottom up. And a tip that I got one time, and I don't remember where, it was probably at Costume College somewhere from someone, was if you have a garment that has lots of panels, like oh no, it's probably on Foundations Revealed. If you have a garment that has a bunch of panels like that, you should sew them all in the same direction. And it doesn't matter which direction you go, doesn't matter at all. But if you sew one side up and then the next side down, it almost adds like torque to it, because like the fabric is being pulled in one direction and then pulled in the other direction. So it kind of almost twists the fabric ever so slightly, and you will see a difference. So I pinned my first panel in a way that would have made me sew from the bottom up. And I don't really love sewing from the bottom up, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm sewing from the bottom up on this, and I'm sewing every single one from the bottom up. second super rookie mistake. Just everyone tells me all the time, oh, I like your channel because it makes me feel better. And I'm like, but also good. I'm glad. Like, we're all just people doing stuff. Okay, check this out. Yep, that's my lining. See my armhole there? See how this pattern is upside down? I didn't even think about it having a direction when I cut this. And that makes me a rookie and an idiot. But you know what? Doesn't matter, it's a lining, it's going in. I'm happy with it. I'm glad it's in there, and that's that. We're never gonna discuss this again. For those of you watching, yes, I do clip my threads as I go. It's a grandma thing. I'm blaming all my things that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you spend that much time doing that, on my grandma. So, interesting tidbit. I pressed the darts that are in the front panel on the lining towards the front. And that seems crazy because normally you'd think you'd want to push them towards the back to like smooth out that area. Remember, this is the lining though. So I don't want to push the darts in the same direction on both the lining and the bodice because that'll like quadruple the amount of fabric that's there. So if I push them this way on the inside lining and I push them out on the other side, it's less total bulk. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is what I have been taught to do. So lining goes one way, usually forward, because it's usually a thinner fabric, which is true because that thing is flatlined. P.S. I don't know how to transfer the darts to that because I can't use my light table through flatlining. So I don't know what's going to happen there, and I'm going to find out in just a few minutes probably. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'll find out tomorrow. But anyway, it'll save a lot of bulk, and then the majority of the bulk, which is on the front fabric, because it is flat-lined with like basically canvas. I mean, I use duck, so it's really thick actually. It's a very sturdy fabric. That will face towards the back, so that'll help smooth out this section, which is awesome and nicely darted, but will be very hardy by the time it's all in there. Okay, we have a fully formed lining. It looks manky because it's on my dress form and not on me and not over corsets. But I just tried it on and it fits well. One thing I didn't really know was this fabric has stretch in this direction, and I'm like, oh no. But it is what it is, so we won't make that mistake again. So many rookie mistakes, but it's just a lining, it'll be fine. It fits my mannequin really well, it fits me really well, so I'm excited about that. I honestly could have just left these two panels white, and now the map's upside down, so cool, but that's okay. It's in there. I know it. I love it. I checked this situation out and I love it. I mean, obviously it needs to be done up correctly and whatever, but it's gonna look cute on top of this bustle and add to it, so I'm down. One thing I learned was I sewed some of these seams at 3/8 inch just to give myself a smidge more room, and what I learned is it makes you be off a little bit because they're not lined up correctly, but you can just true those up, so it's not a big deal. Also, you don't really even have to because they're just like, there's a seam allowance, like a 1/2 inch seam allowance for that when you turn the lining in. Anyway, I'm into it. I think it looks good. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna try my corsets on with Sarah tonight. It's 4th of July, so my friend's coming over and we're gonna puzzle in a little while. We make puzzles. I don't know. We're old ladies. Like, she's 32, 32. We're not old ladies, but we act like old ladies. Basically, we watch Turner Classic Movies and puzzle and sing Disney songs. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I feel like I am going to stop this vlog here because I feel like we have way too much footage and it's gonna take forever to watch this, and I'm just gonna put the rest into next week's when you will see the done bodice. Because this bodice will be done in the next vlog. There's some threat if there's a lot of footage over the next couple days while I get that done, I will do a special edition vlog where I just give you an extra one that takes up that amount of time that it took me to finish this thing. So be on the lookout for that. And if not, it'll be up next Thursday or Wednesday night or Thursday night for you to check out. Okay, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you liked it. It also helps me in YouTube, I guess. I don't really understand, but whatever. Subscribe if you haven't, and apparently there's a bell that you have to click. And if you click the bell, it means you get notified about my videos. So if you would like an email or a notification of some sort that I have made a video, click the bell. If you want to just arrive and figure out if I've made a video, you're welcome to do that also. Okay. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and happy 4th of July, and I will talk to you again shortly. Okay, I did a final sanity check on this. I know I said I was leaving, but I'm not. To make sure that the lining fits, and it does. I'm gonna lose a ½ inch here, so that's good. Here, Sarah's here, so she's helping me with my corset. So if it's pretty good, like I like the fit, there's enough room to stick a bunch of skirts under here, and this stuff will sit on top of the bustle, and the back fits really well. So I'm pumped on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut her and sew up the silk in the same way that I sewed this. We should be all done this weekend.